What's up everybody, welcome back to the Art of Crypto, the birthplace of absolutely legendary gains. In this video, let's take an updated look on Ethereum because I know that a lot of you are involved with Ethereum and it is going to be very important that you know what Ethereum and Bitcoin is going to be up to in the next 48 hours to 72 hours because I believe that something absolutely big is going to happen to the entire crypto space soon. And if you don't watch this video to the end, you are probably going to end up on the wrong side of that and get absolutely wrecked. So if you watched that last Ethereum video that I made, I said that when Ethereum got to this purple line right here, which is a 200 EMA on the 4-hourly, I said that you could have taken a short. And if you did, look, we got perfectly rejected at this level right here. And if you take the short, then you would be up about 170% if you were on 10x right now. So guys, remember, I am giving you the exact ways that I would trade all of my setups. So you are going to want to watch this video to the end. Without any further ado, let's dive into the big thing that I'm expecting to happen in the crypto markets soon. If we just go onto Bitcoin USD longs on Bitfinex, and if we go onto the weekly chart, you can see that we are pretty much at like all-time high levels in terms of the amount of people going long on Bitfinex right now. This means that there are a lot of people on long on leverage right now, which means if the price were to dump, right, if Bitcoin price were to go down, then all of these longs would get liquidated and you're very likely going to see a really big candle towards the downside. Now, if you remember the last time that we were on this kind of a level was back in 17th of February, which is before the major COVID-19 crash that affected literally every single market. And I don't need to tell you what happened during that COVID crash. Boom, look at that. Now, am I saying that this exact same thing is going to happen? Probably not, because we have to dive a little bit deeper as well. So if I bring up the Bitcoin USD shorts as well, you can see that we are pretty much at a level that has not been seen for about almost half a year to a year or maybe even more. So what does this mean? Basically, all you need to know about this is that there is a lot of people going long or short on leverage at the moment, which means that if Bitcoin were to move upwards, then all of these shorts are going to get liquidated, right? And Bitcoin is going to absolutely pump to the moon. And if Bitcoin takes a dump, then all of these longs, right, that I showed you before, like remember, there are way more people going long than there are short. So if Bitcoin dumps right now, all of those longs are going to get liquidated and you're going to see Bitcoin price absolutely drop like crazy in a matter of hours. So it all depends on what Biden is going to say, but for now, what I would suggest you to do over the next 24 to maybe 72 hours is that if you are not already in the crypto markets, then I want you to prepare yourselves because very likely we are going to see a really big move happen really soon. And you are not going to want to end up on the wrong side of that. And if you're worried about ending up on the wrong side of that, then just take note to, sit on the sidelines for a couple of days because market's always going to be here. And I would rather you be patient and wait out the crypto markets move before you get in, like in the middle of nowhere and get wrecked. Right now, I am on the Bitcoin Historical Volatility Index, and this is something that I want you to keep in mind as well. Because if I just draw a trend line like this, you can see that at the moment, BVOL has been reset. Now, all BVOL is, right, is it signifies that volatility might be returning to the Bitcoin markets. And by volatility, I mean a big move to either the upside or the downside. Now, the last time that we had such a pump in Bitcoin volatility was back in about 13th of May. So let's go back to Bitcoin and let's check out what happened on the 13th of May. Kaboom! So not only are we getting like a lot of open interest in the futures that we have to pay attention to, but on Bitcoin volatility index as well, you're gonna want to pay attention to this. And basically the best course of action that I can suggest to you is to just sit out and wait, because there is absolutely no reason to be jumping into the market right now, especially considering the fact that right now we are pretty much just ranging, and at the moment we are in the middle point of the range, and there is absolutely no reason for you to be taking any positions right now because the market's in the middle of a range and if you go long here, then where do you put your stop loss? Down here. That's really bad risk to reward ratio. And if you go short, where do you put your stop loss? Right here. That's really bad risk to reward ratio as well. So for now, just be patient, right? The hallmark of every successful trader is that they know exactly when they should be fighting and exactly when they shouldn't be fighting. So that covers the fundamental analysis for Bitcoin. And right now, let's say that you are trying to get in on Bitcoin or Ethereum. So at the moment, you can see that if we just come back onto the daily chart, again, this is pretty much a range right now. There's no other way to put it, which means that until the 31k to 30k level, right? Let's just assume that is 30k, and the 41k level, until either of these levels are broken, everything in the middle is just noise. So don't get too hung up on what happens here. So for now, I want you to wait for our Mr. President of the United States to make a statement about Bitcoin, and then you can capitalize on whatever altcoins or Bitcoin then, right? But for now, just take it easy for the next 48 to 72 hours and watch how it plays out. And right now, if you're enjoying this video so far, it would help me so much if you could just drop a like on this video. It's a really small gesture, but it really helps out a lot. So right now, let's discuss the bullish and bearish scenarios for, let's go with Bitcoin first, since we're already on this chart. So for Bitcoin, 100%, the bullish scenario is going to be a break above 41k, because until we break 41k, literally everything else here is just noise. In fact, we have to break the 41k level in order for the bull market to be back on track. And I'm talking about a confident break and a retest of this level, and then ultimately moving higher, because it's not enough for us to just, break above and come right back down. That's what you call a fake out. So for now, assuming that, Mr. President is going to say something good about Bitcoin, which I doubt, actually, It's more likely that he's going to say something bad. So let's discuss the bearish possibility. So at the moment, the 31k level is holding as really strong support right now. And if Bitcoin does come back down to 31k, I'm going to look for support at this level, like strong support. However, what I am predicting is that if Bitcoin were to drop beneath 31k, right? In fact, forget 31k. If Bitcoin were to drop below pretty much like 33k right now, alright, actually, let's just go with 31k. So if Bitcoin does drop below 31k, I'm going to look for very, very strong support at about 26.5k. So not only is this like a level of previous significant support. So what I am predicting is that if Bitcoin were to drop below 31k, it is going to find support at one of these three levels, which you are going to want to mark down on your own chart. So right about 20k, about 26k to 25 to about 26.5-ish, and at about 28k. So not only are these levels previous, like very significant levels of either resistance or support, these levels, if I just bring up the VPVR indicator, you can see that at the moment we have really good confluence at around these levels. Now there is a lot of volume stacked on all of these levels at the moment, which means that if the price were to come down to any of these levels, in fact, there are going to be a lot of people scooping up Bitcoin, and chances are it's not going to fall below any or all of these levels. So in fact, I'm just going to add another level at about 24k, because look at the amount of volume over here, and perhaps remove this 28k level, because honestly, given the amount of people going long on Bitcoin right now, if we get below 30k, I guarantee you absolutely everyone is going to get liquidated. Like seriously, don't be surprised if we see a wick all the way down to 20k before bouncing back up to about 30k within the same day. So I just want you to be prepared for that. Now, am I saying that you should take a short right now? No, absolutely not. What I suggest you to do right now is to take no positions, because sometimes no position is the best position. Like seriously, you have to know when is a good time to fight and when is a good time to sit out of the markets. If you can simply do that, then you are going to be highly successful in the crypto markets, or any markets for that matter. So what I mean for Bitcoin is this. For now, be patient, okay? I'm not telling you to go short, because if the event happens to be, beneficial towards Bitcoin, or for the crypto market sentiment, then Bitcoin's absolutely going to pump because all the shorts are going to get liquidated. But if Bitcoin drops, right? If Bitcoin drops below 30k and actually below 28k, because I believe that a lot of people are actually looking for 28k as support. So imagine if everyone thinks that 28k is the bottom, so they go on leverage there, and then the price dumps to like 26 or maybe even 24, everyone's going to get liquidated, trust me. So don't be surprised if you see a wick all the way down to like the low 20ks. And if you do get a wick all the way down there, I'm going to want you to set limit orders at all 3 of these levels, just in case. In fact, all 4 of these levels. So that way, that if the price does come all the way down here, you are going to be scooping up Bitcoin at all of these levels right here. And the way I would suggest you to do it is to dollar cost average. Imagine if you had about $1,000 to play with, then I would enter about $200 here, maybe $300 here, $400, maybe $500. You get the point, right? The lower the price goes, the more you buy, so that, you know, by the time it reaches the bottom, then your position would have averaged out to, who knows, 24k, 22k, I don't know. But what I can say is this: nobody knows where the exact bottom is going to be. For me, I believe it's going to be at 20k, and if we do get to 20k, then I'm going to be getting myself a few Bitcoin. I'm going to be scooping up a lot of Bitcoin, let's just say that, because, you know, I believe in the long-term vision for Bitcoin, and I hope if you are in the crypto markets that you believe in crypto, that you believe in Bitcoin as well. So now that we are done with Bitcoin, we can finally move on to Ethereum. So assuming that we are going to get a drop for Ethereum as well, then these are going to be, I'm going to mark out some levels for you to, you know, buy Ethereum at. And the first one is going to be at about the $2,000 level. This is going to be your first line of support, because at the moment, this blue line, this purple line right here, is a 200-day exponential moving average. And if you have followed this channel for a long time, you will know that this level, the 200 EMA, is a strong dynamic resistance or support in any trend. And at the moment, I believe that it's going to act as pretty strong support. Unless Bitcoin absolutely takes a dump, then we are going to go way lower than this. So right now, if I just bring up the VPVR indicator, you can see that in fact we do have that volume spike at about the $2,000 level, which means that if Ethereum gets to this point, you can expect Ethereum to find really strong support at that level. But what if Ethereum falls even lower? Then I'm going to be looking at the 1400 level and the 1200 level for Ethereum to find support at. Imagine getting Ethereum back at these prices. Literally, you have not seen these prices for Ethereum in over 4 months. So if you can scoop up Ethereum at these levels, do it, okay? Aggressively buy these levels. And if Ethereum does fall even lower, you can see that it is literally just a free fall from, you know, about $1,000. Right, $1,000 can be decent support as well, but if we do fall below this level right here, it is a free fall all the way down to $750. So as usual, I do not expect the price to, you know, dump all the way down here, but if the price dumps all the way down here, I'm going to want you to scoop up as much Ethereum as humanly possible. I don't expect the $750 to get hit though, so I'm going to be looking at these 4 levels right here. And right now I'm giving you literally the exact levels at where I would buy all these things. So if you can't even be bothered to mark these down on your own charts, then there is literally nothing more that I can do to help you. And if you really appreciate the fact that I always do such a thorough analysis, and I even give you exact levels at where to buy at or how to trade things, then I'm going to want you to check out the private Discord group, because over here I'm literally giving you exact entries, stop losses and take profits. It is as easy as setting that order and making money. There are a lot of people here who have already made back their membership in just 1 or 2 trades. It is going to pay itself off huge. We are killing the markets every single day. Like, look at this and look at this. No matter if market conditions are subpar or if market conditions are good, we are killing the markets every single day. And right now, if you choose to pay with crypto, you can get up to 40% off the total price. And right now, I only have about 75 spots remaining, and I am planning to close the group after the 75 spots are filled up, because I want to be able to dedicate focused attention to every single member, and I cannot do that if there are too many members. So this is not something that you're going to want to miss out on. So I want you to secure your spot before it fills up, because over here you're going to get access to a world-class trading education as well that is going to ensure you become a proficient trader. With that said, I'm not saying that Bitcoin and Ethereum is going to get a massive dump, but if we do get it, then it's going to be absolutely brilliant to pick up Ethereum and Bitcoin at all of these levels that I marked out. Now, literally, if you are able to, pick up Ethereum at say $2,000, maybe even $1,500, then by the time it recovers to its previous all-time high, you're going to be up like 3x. I don't know about you, but 3x sounds good to me. So if we are looking bullish, then I will make another video discussing that. But for now, I'm not saying that I'm bearish, but I'm definitely prepared for a bearish possibility simply because the amount of longs that are present right now. Of course, if we do pump, then look for the 41k, right? If Bitcoin breaks out of 41k, then absolutely enter Bitcoin. Okay, especially if you pump above it and then you come down, retest it, find support, and then move upwards. And this is going to be my entry right here, because that means that we have successfully flipped this resistance into support. But at the moment, it is looking more likely, right? Likely that the downside is, to happen. And as for Ethereum, then all you have to do is to look for a break above this level right here at 2,725. If we do break above this level, just enter in along with the breakout or buy the retest similarly with Bitcoin. So those are going to be the bullish possibilities for Bitcoin and Ethereum. And as for take profit targets, just follow me on my Twitter at _the_art_crypto. I will share the take profit levels over there. But for now, I will see you in the private Discord group. Remember, there's only about 75 spots remaining. And if you pay with crypto, you're going to get up to 40% off. So with that said, may the gains be with you and peace.